Once upon a time, there lived a young girl called Cinderella. Cinderella's mother had died, and so her father had married another woman who had 2 daughters. One day, Cinderella's father went to work and never returned. Cinderella was left at the mercy of her stepmother and 2 stepsisters who made her do all the work of the house. Cinderella, it's morning already. Where's our breakfast? Just a moment, stepmother. I'm just figuring it out. As soon as Cinderella had laid the breakfast, the stepmother and stepsister started eating it. Cinderella served her own plate too, and was about to eat when her stepsister pushed her own plate away. Yuck! I hate it. Yes, now that you mention it, it really is horrible. Mother, do something! Cinderella, are you trying to kill us? What kind of food is this? But stepmother, I have made it the way I always make it. How dare you argue with me? Go and make new breakfast for us. Don't you dare do anything else till we have had our breakfast. And this is what went on in their house every day. The stepmother and stepsister troubled Cinderella without any reason. But Cinderella loved them still and never ever complained. One day, an announcement was made in the village. Let everybody know! There will be a royal ball at the palace tomorrow night, and the king's son, Prince Charming, will marry a maiden from amongst the guests. Everybody from the village is invited. The whole village was excited. Even Cinderella's stepmother and stepsister couldn't stop talking about it in the house. And that is how Cinderella found out about the ball. The royal ball, Prince Charming. The whole village is divided. I will finish my work quickly so we can all go together. Won't it be just wonderful? You? Who said anything about you going? You will stay here and polish our shoes till you can see your face in them. And so with a heavy heart, Cinderella saw stepmother and stepsister dressed up and left for the royal ball the next day. Once they have left, she cried bitterly. Suddenly, her room lit up, and Cinderella saw the most beautiful fairy she could imagine. She had in her hand a delicate wand. Who are you? Get up, child. I'm your fairy godmother. I am here to get you to the royal ball. Really? I never knew I had a fairy godmother. But how will I get to the ball? I don't have anything to wear. You don't worry about that, my child. And so, in just a few minutes, Cinderella was ready for the royal ball. as she thanked her fairy godmother and got aboard the chariot. She received a word of caution from the fairy godmother. Remember to be back home at 12, otherwise the spell will work. Soon Cinderella arrived at the palace. As she entered the great ballroom, everyone turned to look who this beautiful maiden was. Nobody could recognize her. Not even her own stepmother and stepsisters. Prince Charming walked to her. "May I have this dance with you?" "Yes, your highness." And so, Cinderella and Prince Charming danced together throughout the evening. Till Cinderella heard the clock strike. Fairy godmother was come back to her. She needed to get out of there before the clock struck 12. Without saying a word, she tore away from the prince's grasp and ran out of the palace. The prince ran after her. Wait, what's wrong? Why are you running? I don't even know your name." But Cinderella dared not wait or even look back. Her beautiful gown was already turning into rust again. Her hair was coming loose from the perfect bun that fairy godmother had